Romper Room friends, and how are you today? Well, I'm glad to hear that. How are you today, Doobie? Oh, Doobie's feeling good. How's everybody else here today? Fine. Doobie, would you like to meet some of our new friends in Romper Room today? Would you like to, friends at home? This is Eric. How are you today, Eric? Oh, that's right. Shake Doobie's hand. And next to Eric is Dina. How are you, Dina? And next to Dina is Patrick. And how are you today, Patrick? Glad to hear it. Now, friends, you remember Joseph and Debbie and Renee from last week. So how are all of you today? You have hamburger written all over your shirt, Debbie. Do you like hamburgers? Are you a hamburger? No, I didn't think so. Friends at home, would you like to know some of the things we're going to be using today? We're going to be playing with our punchems. We're going to be playing with our punchem pillows here in Romper Room. And you'll need a bouncing ball and maybe a scarf. And you'll also need a piece of paper and a crayon because we are going to do some drawing with letters. But first, Doobie, would you like to play Doobie Says? I think that would be fun. Let's play Doobie Says. What do we do when Doobie says to do something? Do we do it? Yeah. What if Doobie doesn't say it? No. Then you don't do it. All right. It's just like Simon Says, only it's going to be Doobie Says. Friends at home, are you ready? Doobie Says, clap your hands. Doobie Says, stomp your feet. Doobie Says, pat your head. Doobie Says, pat your shoulders. Pat your tummy.
I didn't do it.
Why didn't you do it, Eric?
I didn't do it.
Why? Because I didn't say Doobie Says. That's a good reason not to do it. Doobie Says, spin in a circle. Doobie Says, spin the other way. Doobie Says, pat your knees. Doobie Says, touch your toes. Doobie Says, put your arms in the air. Doobie Says, put your arms down. Doobie Says, put one arm up. Doobie Says, put the other arm up. Put them both down. Oh, why are your arms down? Did Doobie say? No, Doobie didn't say, so your arms should still be in the air. Put your arms in the air in your house. Doobie says, put your arms down. Doobie says, hop on one foot. Doobie says, hop on the other foot. Doobie says, hop on both feet. Doobie says, touch your nose. Doobie says, switch hands and touch your nose with the other hand. Doobie says, put both hands on your nose. Doobie says, put both hands on your head. Doobie says, put both hands on your shoulders. Doobie says, put both hands on your elbows. Oh. Here, I'll put it in my pocket. All right, I'll put this in my pocket. Doobie says, touch your elbows. Doobie says, clap your hands. Touch your ears. Yes. You do? Oh. Oh, I hope you feel better. If you need a tissue, you just tell me.
I even have a bigger coat than that.
Oh.
Oh,
I made a mistake. Oh, but I was just teasing. I was the one who was supposed to try and make you do that. Doobie says, Joseph, would you like to hold the flag? Why don't you see if you can go get the flag?
Can I hold the flag?
You can hold the flag on Wednesday.
Can I hold the flag?
You can hold it on Friday.
I know done tomorrow.
Well, we're not going to do it tomorrow. We only do it Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Joseph, can you stand right there and stand up at your house? Everyone else, move over a little bit. Stand nice and still. Stand nice and still and stand nice and tall. Move back a little bit, Debbie, please. That's it. So you were right. That's right, Renee. That hand. Put your right hand over your heart. Here you go, Patrick. That one. There you go. Put your right hand over your heart. Stand nice and still. And we'll all say together, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Joseph. You can put that back. Friends at home, we are going to be talking about art this week. And we're going to do a lot of different art projects. And do you know who's doing one right now? Paddington Bear is making a sculpture. But I think Up-Up's going to give him a little trouble. Hey, Paddington, it's your your turn. That's wonderful. Wood sculptures are fun. What about a piece at the top? Perfect. We make a good team. You're nice to work with, Paddington. You're helpful and very patient. Oh, you shouldn't be shy. You should be proud.
Boing! Hey, guys. Stone statue. Ugh. What you need is some white paint.
Oh, no, Up. Why don't you go paint a snowdrift? You can't miss with that.
Oh, yeah, I know you need my help, so I'll stick around.
Don't do us any favors.
Listen, I told the bear he needs a little creativity, so I brought my trusty old white paintbrush to save the day.
Oh, Up, just because you like white paint doesn't mean everyone has to love it. There are always two ways to do things.
Yeah, my way and your way. My way just happens to be the right way.
Oh, everyone's creative in their own way. You can't break in and spoil everything.
Look, the fact is that bear just isn't creative. Gee, he's so sensitive. Just because I told him his artwork's boring.
What if someone said you were boring?
He'd be wrong. I'm the most exciting person I know. Oh, Paddington, you're back. Oh, and I see you brought white paint. Oh, boy. Just pour it on the statue. That's right. That's right. Let's pour it on the statue. Hey, Paddington, what are you doing? No, keep that away from me. No, all right. I like your sculpture. It's okay. You just leave me alone.
Oh, very good, Paddington. That should teach him a lesson.
Romper Room friends will return after these messages.
Today there's a lovely revolution going on. It's girls. She's springing, winging, swinging, doing her thing. It's beautiful. Oh, la, la. She's splashing, smashing, dashing, doing her thing. It's beautiful. Ta-da. It's beautiful. Physical fitness is beautiful.
Do something beautiful. Support the physical education programs in your schools.
Captain America here. I need your help battling the energy wasters, the thermal thief, the wattage waster, and the cold air crook. These insidious villains are probably in your home. Defeat the thermal thief by shutting doors. Waste the wattage waster by turning off unused lights. And cool the cold air crook by shutting the refrigerator door. Saving energy is everyone's business, so keep it up, America.
We now return to Romper Room friends.
We're back, friends, and Doobie's back with us. Doobie's buzzing. Anybody know why Doobie buzzed? A question or a message? Do you think Doobie wants to give us a message? I wonder what's Doobie's message today. It could have something to do with art, maybe. What is it, Doobie? What does Doobie have in his hand?
Pencil.
A pencil. What do you do with a pencil, Doobie?
Right.
You write, that's right. Oh, but do you see what Doobie's telling me?
I know.
What?
You are.
That's right, but oh, no, you don't, Doobie, you don't want to put the pencil in your mouth, do you?
Or your eye.
Or your head? No. Or, oh, not in my ear, Doobie. No, can't put anything small. Oh, Doobie, no. No, you wouldn't want to put it up your nose either. Let me see the pencil, please, Doobie. Doobie is telling us to be very careful when you will play with a pencil. If you're going to walk with a pencil, you should walk with it with the point down at your side and walk. Don't run. And don't stick it in your ear or in your mouth or in that. Ugh. You wouldn't want to do that, would you? No way. And if you're going to poke a hole in something, Doobie, using a pencil, do you put your hand behind it? Get your hand out of the way. It would hurt if you stuck the pencil into your hand, wouldn't it? But especially don't. You know, some of our friends like to chew on pencils. That's not very good because there's the paint on the outside. It tastes awful and it can get in your stomach and ugh. You don't want that, do you? So what do we have to remember? To be pencil careful. Don't put it in your ears or your nose or your mouth. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in my pocket where it's safe so that we can dance with Doobie. Would you like to dance with Doobie at your house? Clap your hands. See if you can clap your hands. Kick your feet. He's Doobie. Dancing, he's strutting and prancing. You know, people thought there'd never be so much fun inside of me, 'cause he's Doobie. Dancing, he's strutting and prancing. He may not look the dancing type, but when he moves, he does it right. His disco soft shoe twist a boogaloo, ballet starts his heart to beat. He loves to move his fuzzy feet. The music starts to play, and we begin to sway. Kick your feet. Can you kick your feet? Clap your hands. You can spin in a circle with your arms in the air. And spin the other way. So if you feel like dancing, don't worry what you're thinking. It doesn't matter who you are. Anyone can be a star with disco soft shoe twist a boogaloo. Ballet starts his heart to beat. He loves to move his fuzzy feet. The music starts to play, and we begin to sway. Can you sway back and forth at your house? Snap your fingers, or clap your hands, or kick your feet, or spin around, or spin the other way, or spin quickly. So if you feel like dancing, don't worry what you're thinking. It doesn't matter who you are. Anyone can be a star like Doobie. Dancing, he's Doobie. And he's dancing, he's Doobie. Dancing, yeah. Wow, that looks like fun, Doobie. You were all dancing together. That's fun. That's fun. I had fun dancing with you friends at home. You good. Kick your feet, clap your hands. Oh, stomp your feet, clap your hands, kind of like when we're keeping the beat, right, Doobie? But, do you see what's over here, Doobie? Look at this. What's on this pillow, Doobie? A flower. Do you like flowers, Doobie? Do you think that I should share this one with Doobie because it's a flower and Doobie likes flowers? I think so. I think so. Doobie, you get that one. And friends at home, if you have a punchum at your house, why don't you get it? Or you could ask a grown-up if you could use a pillow. You could ask a grown-up if you could use a pillow and see if you could punch it. Or you could pretend. If you don't have one, you could just pretend. Now look, see, there's a handle here. See the handle? You hold on to the handle. Hold on to the handle. That's it. And sometimes if everyone doesn't have one, you can share. You can share. See if you can hit your punchum. Can you hit your punchum? See if you can hit it. And just let it swing back and forth. Let it swing back and forth. That's it. Oh, see if you can hit it with your hand, Patrick. That's it. See if you can hit it with your hand. You could swing it, or you could pretend. At your house, if you don't have one, just pretend. That's like I'm going to do. I'm going to pretend. You could throw it, but the idea is to hold on to the handle and let it swing. Here, hold on to the handle. See if you can make it swing.
Why would you throw it?
Because they're not made to be thrown. If you were at your house and you had a pillow and you threw it, Don't you think it would be very possible that you could knock something over? You wouldn't want that to happen, would you? That's why if you're going to play with your punchems, oh, Doobie, not with the phone. That's not what a phone's for, Doobie. You know that. Doobie's being silly. You have to leave the phone on the hook. What a safety chief we're going to call. That's why when you're playing with your punchems at your house, you want to make sure that you have plenty of room. Ask the grown-up at your house if there's plenty of room. Yes. It gets stuck on your hand. It would. It would get stuck on your hand. That's right. Well, friends at home, we're going to keep playing with our punchems here in Romper Room. But don't you go away at your house, because when we come back, we're going to see our word for the week.
Friends will return after these messages.
Once there was an old Spaniard, Don Quixote, who jousted windmills with a giant toothbrush, shouting,
"Teeth are meant to last a lifetime."
Everyone thought he was weird. Then one day his trusted friend Sancho explained the true meaning of Don Quixote's battles.
He wants to show how you can defeat the foes of dental health with good eating habits and brushing and flossing every day.
After that, the villagers understood why Don Quixote battled windmills with a toothbrush. But they still thought he was weird.
Oh, am I weird?
A message from the American Dental Association.
I brought along some of my friends to tell you something important. That's the message. It's important. Immunization against diseases that you can't cure, but you can prevent diseases like...
Measles.
Yes.
Diphtheria. Rubella.
Yes, indeed.
Polio.
That's what immunization is all about. It prevents diseases. And it's easy, and it's free. All it takes is one phone call. So call the Red Cross today.
We now return to Romper Room Friends.
We're back, friends. And what did I tell you we would be talking about in the beginning of Romper Room? What are we going to be talking about this week? Art. That's right. I heard a friend at home say art. And do you see our word up here? Art. What is art? If you draw a picture, is that art? Or if you see a sculpture, is that art? Sure. Or even if you see some photographs, that's art. There's lots of different things that are art. And if you are the person that draws that picture, what does that make you? An artist. An artist. A man or a woman who does any kind of art is an artist. Do you think you could help me spell this word? What does it begin with? What's the first letter in the alphabet? A. A, that's right. A-R-T. Art. And that's when you draw a picture or maybe make a sculpture. Is that what you were going to say? Could you help me spell it again? See if you can help me spell it. A-R-T. Art. And you know, friends at home, if you draw me a picture, that's art. You could draw me a picture of Kimball or Doobie or Up or me or our friends, or maybe you could send me a picture of you. And if you would, please send it to Romper Room and Friends, Post Office Box 9, Secaucus, New Jersey, 07094. But don't do that right now because I have a bouncing ball in my hand. And we have some blocks down in front of us. Do you think that you could come over here, friends? What do you think? Well, then you better get behind the line, Renee. Then everyone get behind Renee. And at your house, why don't you pretend that you have some blocks on the floor at your house and a bouncing ball? Or maybe you could ask a grown-up what you could use and see if you can knock these over or count how many we knock over. How many do you think you can knock over, Renee? All of them? Well, here, you try. You know, I'm going to move them forward a little bit because you're awfully far away. Oh, you knocked one over, Renee. Try again. See if you can roll the ball a little bit faster. You got two over. Try one more time. Oh, it bounced right over top. That's why you have to remember to try and roll. Renee, why don't you go get behind Doobie so that you can have another turn? Eric, how many do you think you can knock over? All of them? Knocked over the yellow one. You rolled that pretty hard. That's good. Oh, and the pink one, and the pink one. See if you can try one more time. One more time. See if you can roll it with both hands. That's it. You did it. You knocked them all over. If this pink one wasn't in the way, then it would have gone over all the way. Very good, Eric. Did you count those at your house? How many did Eric knock over? 5. That's right. All right, Eric, go ahead and get in line behind Renee. But you have what? Oh, you want your ring? All right, there you go. Go ahead and get back in line. You can put that on over there. All right, Dina. How many do you think you can knock over? All of them? All right, let me see. That was a big hit. Very good. Try again. You got 2 over, right? Oh, almost. Almost. It's going to be pretty hard. Which one do you want to try for? These 2 or that one? The 2. That makes sense. You get more over that way. Oh, you got the yellow one. How did you get the yellow one and miss the green one? That was good. Why don't you go ahead back in line, and we'll let Joseph have a turn. You want me to hold on to that again? All right, Renee. It's in my pocket. Friends at home, see if you can count how many Joseph knocks over. Wow! What a swing, Joseph. What a swing. Try again. Oh, that was really good. You got them all over, almost. Almost all of them. You want to try for the last one? Good shot. You've got good aim, Joseph. That's very good. All right, why don't you go ahead behind Dina? And Patrick, how many do you think that you can knock over? What do you think? All 5 of them? Well, let's see. Let's see how you do. How are you doing at your house? Did you get them over at your house? That was 3. That was good, Patrick. Try for the other 2. Whoa! Wow! You pack a powerful punch, Patrick. That was good. Go ahead, go back to the end of the line and try. Friends at home, make sure you ask a grown-up at your house where it's all right to play this game, because you don't want to knock anything over at your house, do you? No way. All right. Debbie, how many do you think that you can get? Go ahead behind the line. All of them? Let's see. Oh, you got the green one. That was good. Patrick, would you like to help me and get that ball for me, please? Thank you. Oh, that's it, Renee. Bring it back over here, please. Thank you very much. Oh, you can give it to Debbie. That's it. All right, Debbie, try again. Oh, somehow I had a feeling that was coming in my direction. Try and roll it on the ground. That's it. Got the red one. That's good. Now try one more time. Very good. Very good. Now, do you think that... Thank you, Dina. Do you think you'd like to give Doobie a turn?
Yes.
What do you think, Doobie? How many? How many, Doobie? How can you get 15? That means you have to get all of them 3 times. Oh, I don't know. Let's let Doobie try. Let's see. All right, Doobie. Whoa! Yay! Very good, Doobie. Doobie, that was good. Well, we will put these away. How many blocks did I have? 5. I had 5 blocks. So I'm going to put the 5 blocks away. And let's see if you can sit down. And at your house, why don't you see if you can get a piece of paper. Everybody spread out a little bit because I'm going to give you each. You do? Good. I'm going to give each of the friends here a piece of paper. And see if you can get a piece of paper at your house.
I don't know how to do this.
You do? There you go, Patrick. And Doobie, and one more for Joseph. We're going, you know what we're going to make? We are going to make animals out of letters.
I don't know how to make.
I'm going to show you. It's fun. I'm going to show you. All right, now everybody has to get a crayon. There's a crayon for you, Renee. And there's a crayon for you. And one for you, and one for you. Dina, Patrick, would you like a crayon?
I got a green one.
Here you go.
That's
it. And Doobie. And Joseph. Now, you know what we're going to do?
I know it's for alligator.
That's right, A is for alligator. But you can make birds. Why don't we start with a B? That's a good idea. We'll start with a B. Do you know how to make a B at your house? Draw a line, and we'll make an uppercase B. Make an uppercase B,
Like this.
and a half circle, and another half circle. That's an uppercase
I can make
B.
it.
That's right.
Did I do it?
That's it. That's it. Now, can you put a little dot in the top part of the B for the eye, and then our bird needs a beak, right? So you draw a beak on the bird. That way he has a beak, just a little half circle, 2 half circles to make the bird's beak. And then a bird needs legs. Doesn't a bird need legs? Oh, and wings, that's right. You could put a wing down here, draw a line across, and then a half circle for the wing. That's it. That's a good beak. Then draw a straight line down.
I didn't say it was big.
That's right. That's right. A straight line down and little half circles for feet. Another straight line down. Another half circle. Looks like a bird to me, doesn't it? It's a bee bird. Oh, Doobie, that's good. That's very good, Doobie.
This is how I can make a book. Look at mine.
That's very good, Patrick. That's very good. Let me see yours at your house. Oh, that's good. Should we try another letter?
Yeah.
Should we try another letter? An A? All right, we'll do an A. We'll do an A. Do you know how to draw an uppercase A at your house?
Is that an E? Like
Draw an A.
I don't have it.
Draw 2 lines on an angle, kind of like a triangle, and then a straight line
Like this.
across the middle. That's right. Very good, Renee. That's it. That's it. Now, we'll put an eye again. Put a little eye up here, a little dot for the eye, and then our bird will need a beak. I want to make a bird out of it. And you know that this bird has feet already. Just draw a little feet on the bottom.
Did I make it?
Funny looking bird, isn't it?
Did I make it?
Let me see. That's it. There's an A. That's good.
Like this.
That's right. That's right. And our bird. Now, you know what we could do? Beside this one, we could draw a lowercase A. And that way our bird could have a little friend. Our bird could have a little friend. So I'll draw another beak with a dot and feet. Does that look like it maybe the baby? The baby bird. The baby bird for an A. For an A. That's it, Eric.
Look, I did it.
That's it. You did it. Very good.
Do it.
Well, here, let me see if I can help you. Take your crayon and draw a little loop and then a straight line down.
What?
See the little loop? Kind of like a candy cane in the other direction. And then draw a half circle on the bottom. And you have an A. That's it.
I'm finished.
Very good. Oh, look at the long legs on your bird.
Can we make an E?
Sure. Would you like to make an E? We can make, oh, I'm sorry. We can make an E. Let's make an E.
No.
Draw a straight line down.
I can't do this.
Well, why don't you try with an E, and we'll work out on it in just a minute.
I don't want to
Put a straight line down, then a line across at the top, a little bit shorter line in the middle, and another line across on the bottom. And we have an E. An E. That's it. And then you can, I don't know where we should put this bird's beak. Where should we, how can we make a bird out of this one? Over here and here? Can you put the beak there? Put the eye up here. We'll make this a real skinny bird with little skinny legs. Funny, isn't it? That's funny. Doobie's really getting a kick out of this one. Doobie likes this one. Put a little wing on it.
Look at mine.
That's funny looking. That's good, Patrick. That's very good. Yours is very good, too. Friends at home, let me see yours. That's very good. That's very good. Well, you can keep practicing your letters and birds, and when we come back to Romper Room, we're going to have a lot more fun.
Can't do it.
See you in a bit.
Can't do
Let me see. I'll help you here.
Romper Room friends will return after these messages.
Pretend I'm a door to your apartment or your bedroom, and there's a fire on the other side. Feel me. Come on, don't be shy. Give me your hand. Feel me. Am I hot? If I am, don't open me. Get out a different way. Because if it's hot enough outside to make me feel hot, it'd knock you out before you took 2 steps. So in a fire, feel your door before opening it. If it's hot, don't.
Hey, what you doing? Do my bike a safety check. Why? Because a safe bike is the first rule of bicycle safety. Why? You see, riding a bike is just as dangerous as driving a car. You have to follow the rules. Did you know that a bike rider has to signal before he turns, just like a car? He does? Yes. To turn right, hold your arm out and your hands up. To turn left, hold your arm straight out. To stop, hold your arm out and your hand down. Also, at busy intersections, always get off your bike and walk it across the street. And remember, you should obey all the traffic signs and signals that you see along the road. Really? Hey, could you give my bike a safety check? Yeah, but you have to make an appointment. How about Wednesday? We now return to Romper Room friends.
We're back, friends, and we have visitors here in Romper Room. A lot of visitors. How are you today?
Good.
You having a good time?
Yeah.
I'm having a good time. Do you know that we were looking at letters over in the library before, and we were drawing birds? Well, do you know how to play our game where I show you a letter, and then I show you 4 other letters, and we can find out if you know which one's exactly like the first one? Let's try it. Friends at home, see if you can see. Does anyone know what these 2 letters are?
An E.
That's right, an uppercase F and an uppercase E. You have a good look at it. Are you sure? Are you positive? Absolutely positive. Which one's exactly alike? This one? I've got an idea. Why don't you sit down? I'll point to them, and you can say yes or no. That way you can see them, and the friends at home can see them. Is this one exactly alike?
No.
No. They're reversed, aren't they? Is this one exactly alike?
No.
No. Why? Because this is a lowercase f. What about this one? No, because this is a lowercase f. What about this one? Yes. We have an uppercase f and an uppercase e. That means that they're...
Uppercase F and an uppercase E.
That's right. They are exactly...
Uppercase F, uppercase E.
That's right. They're exactly alike. Very good. Want to try 2 more? Let's see. What is this? It's a W. A W. If it were turned the other way, it would be an M. But it's not. It's a W. Now, do you have a good look at this? Are you sure? Are you positive? Well, let's see. Is this it? Yes. Yes, it is. It is. That's the one.
That's the N, that's it.
That's right. Would you do me a favor? You sit down. I'll point to them. You can tell me what they are. And that way you can see and the friends at home can see. What is this? Why isn't this exactly alike? Because it's an upper... That's right. It's an uppercase N. What about this one?
No.
No, that's an uppercase M.
It's almost alike because this is... Because if you turn it over, it will be a M like this.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Very good. What about this one?
No.
No, that's a V. That's a V. So the only two that match are these two because they are both uppercase what?
W.
W. That's right, an uppercase W. All right, let's see if you can tell what this is. What's that?
T.
T. An uppercase T. You sure you know what it looks like?
Yeah.
You sure? Is this right?
No.
No. Is this one right?
No.
No. Is this one right? Yes. Because those are the same. What about this one?
No.
No. Why? It's on its side. It's on its side. And this one's...
This one's upside down.
Is it?
Upside down.
Are you sure?
Side.
And this one's what?
Right. These two are sideways. These two
Sideways. So that these two are right. That's right. Can you move a little bit so the friends at home can see? That's right. These two are right, friends at home. Now, do you think that this could look like a diving platform? Have you ever seen a diving platform at your house?
Yeah.
Have you ever? The T kind of looks like a diving platform. Well, we are going to go see some friends who are going to be diving off of the high dive. Let's watch and see what happens. Where are the high divers?
Granny, look. Is that man really going to dive off that platform?
Yes, he is very high, isn't he?
Oh, boy. I'm scared, Granny.
Well, let's watch and see if he's scared.
All right.
Gotta leave that diver alone, pal. He's trying to concentrate. Looks all right. I don't know why. Oh, no, not the Aquamaniacs, everybody. It's those dizzy, daffy, diving demons of the deep. They come to the diving board Savannah. Hold on, you're on the wrong board, pal. Come on. Oh, well, you take care of that real good. What are these dizzy, daffy, yes, it's Winter Dive, everybody. Visitors off the show lately. Hey, watch out now. Come on, it's a family show. Get onto that board. What a class. Bunch of loonies out here. Right out there, shaking hands in the air, doing this lift. Hold on, stop the music. Hey, pal, what are you doing up there?
I'm freaking out.
Why?
Well, these guys sent me up there to do a dipsy doodle dive.
Yeah?
But it's too high and I'm scared.
Oh, skip it.
Get that.
Skip it.
Okay.
Real good. Come on, you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, silence please, Mr. Dana Coonsey, the high dive. Ladies and gentlemen, hold your applause. Let's make sure Dana's okay. There he is from 95 feet.
Boy, Granny, that sure was a great high diving show here at King's Dominion.
Yeah, I enjoyed it too.
Oh, gee, you know, maybe I'll try diving like that sometime.
Oh, no, Up-Up. Don't you try. That's dangerous unless you're trained.
Oh?
I think we'd better go back to Romper Room.
All right, watch this dive, everyone. Bye! Woo!
That's a good idea, Up-Up. It's good to come back to Romper Room, and I wouldn't want to try diving off of a high dive, would you? You have to be a person who's trained to dive off of a high dive. You do? But you have to make sure that a grown-up's there, right? What are you doing, Doobie? Doobie's going... Well, Doobie, that's right. You could dive off a high dive because you have wings. But our friends couldn't. But our friends can play with scarves. Do you have a scarf at your house? Maybe you could ask a grown-up if you could borrow a scarf and see if you can throw it in the air and catch it. Can you do that? Yes, Patrick.
I opened it up and I swing it around. I do magic and turned everything up.
That's very good. You could swing yours around at your house. Yes, Dina? That's a good idea. Can you throw it up in one hand and catch it in the other hand? That's a good idea. Try that. Throw it up in one hand. Make your foot catch it. Oh, be careful, though, Eric. Be careful that there's no one in your way when you try that. So you don't kick anybody. Yes, Patrick. That's good. Oh, and it stuck to your hand. It stuck to your hand. Try that at at your house. See if you can spin it around and see if it'll stick to your hand. Try that. Oh, that's good. That's good. Maybe I'll try that. Oh, it's on my ankle. It's on a pink cast. A pink cast. Doobie, are you trying to catch it on your head? You could try that. Catch it on your head. Everybody turn purple. Everybody's turned purple.
I turned blue.
Turn blue. Turn a dark blue. Joseph, you turned blue, too. Can you throw it and try and catch it on your arm?
Yeah.
Try that. And then try and throw it from your one arm to the other arm. Kind of hard, isn't it? You have to really throw it to get it. That's good, Patrick. Patrick, could you please come down from the hill? Because I don't want anyone to fall off of the hill. Thank you. Renee, would you please come down? Thank you. Debbie, would you please come down? Thank you. That's it. It went, your whole arm's pink. Your whole arm's pink. See if you can catch it on your finger. Can you try that? Catch it on your finger. Well, now that it's stuck to my fingers, friends at home, we're going to keep playing with our scarves, but don't you go away at your house, because when we come back, we're going to make a collage. Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
Tell you when I get back.
Friends will return after these messages.
Strawberry shortcake with custards on the way. 2 joint-free friends who have come here to stay. Each doll is pet, sold separately.
Hi, almond cheese with Martha Panda. Meat mint tulip with marshmallows. And cafe au lait with burritos. Let's spend a day in the park. Is rice. Pandas like trees. Yeah, just like water. Squirrels like shade. And what do cats like? Nice friends like you.
Strawberry shortcake with custard, new almond tea with marzipanda, mint tulip with marshmallow, and cafe au lait with burrito. Each sold separately from Kenner.
I'm Woodsy Owl, and I'm here to tell you about a dirty word, pollution. Help Woodsy spread the word. Never be a dirty bird.
Hoo-hoo. Don't paint right on buildings. That's pollution.
Give a hoot. Don't pollute. Never be a dirty bird.
Hoo-hoo. Turn your radio down. That's noise pollution.
In the city or in the woods, help keep America looking good.
Most tooth decay and gum disease are caused by plaque, an invisible film of bacteria that sticks to teeth. Your dentist will show you a new way to make plaque easy to see, so you can use dental floss between the teeth and a soft bristle brush to clean the teeth every day. Now the plaque is gone, and your teeth and gums will stay healthier much longer. This message has been brought to you by your local dental society. We now return to Romper Room Friends.
Hi, friends. When I asked a minute ago if you knew what a collage was, I heard somebody say yes. Who said yes?
Me.
What is a collage, Eric?
A piece of paper that you glue on the back piece of paper, and then you glue the pieces on the paper.
Mm-hmm. You put a lot of them on, and they don't have to necessarily be in any order, do they? You could take lots of pictures and put them all on, and it makes another picture, doesn't it? Now, what we have, I took some pictures out of a magazine. Now, if you're going to cut pictures out of a magazine, don't you think that it would be a smart idea to ask the grown-up at your house if it's all right first? Because if you took the magazine that the grown-up just bought and hasn't had a chance to read it, that'd be pretty bad, wouldn't it? Yeah, wouldn't you be upset if someone cut the pictures out of your magazine before you had a chance to read it? Yeah. So if you're going to do this, you ask the grown-up at your house which magazine you can use. Or you could draw pictures, too. You could draw pictures and put a lot of your pictures that you've drawn on. Now, what do I have?
Piece of paper.
Piece of what kind of paper? Construction paper. You don't need construction paper, though. You could just use regular paper and some glue and your safety scissors. And make sure you use safety scissors. What is this, Patrick?
Elliot walking in the woods.
Is that Elliot? Are you sure?
Yeah.
It could be. It could be. It could be.
My magazine.
Mm-hmm. Now, if you take your white glue, and it's very important only to use a little bit, because if you use a lot, what happens?
There's no more glue.
Well, no, it kind of buckles. The pictures buckle. The pictures buckle. And make sure that you ask a grown-up where it's all right to do this so that you don't get glue all over the place. And I'm just going to put it right there. It's going to put it right in the center of the paper. Now, here's another picture. I'm going to put a little bit of white glue on the back. And where do you think I ought to stick this one?
Right here.
Should I put it over there?
Yeah. So put it over there.
Put it there. Put it there. What's this?
No.
An eye.
It's the wrong eye.
Is it the wrong one?
Yeah.
Put on this eye?
No.
Does that look right?
Yes.
That looks kind of silly, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Looks kind of funny.
Put it over there.
Put it over.
Right here.
All right. I'll put it over there.
Over there.
Right. Move your finger so I don't get glue on your finger. Right there. Looks kind of silly, doesn't it? Look at this. This is just some green. Some green. Put a little bit of white glue. Just a little bit. You don't need a lot. And I'll put it right there. What's that, Joseph?
Flower.
It's a flower and a...
Tea.
Looks like a cup of tea. Looks like a cup of tea. And I'll put it... Where should I put it?
Here.
Right here?
No, here.
All right. How about this long piece?
Here. No, here.
What do you have in your hand, Patrick? What do you have?
Look at the
Bunny rabbits. Would you all please, would you all do me a favor and sit down on your bottoms, and that way you'll be able to point, but the friends at home will be able to see, too. Where should I put, how about if I put this right on the edge? Put it
there.
But I don't want to cover up the other picture totally, and it's all right if it hangs off of the edge of the paper, too. That's all right. That's all right. How about the picture of the little baby? Should we put that on?
I see it. Let's and put the car on.
Should I put the car on? Let's put the baby down in the corner by the eye. And the car by Miss Molly's eye. Put that. Almost finished. Oh, ooh, I shouldn't do that. Shouldn't do that. If you're going to do this at your house, why don't you ask a grown-up if you could use some newspaper to put underneath it so that you don't make a mess with the glue. What's this?
Snake.
A snake. Ooh, not very fond of snakes.
Two more eyes.
If I saw a snake in the woods, I wouldn't go near it, would you? No, thank you. No way. Put that there. And we have, I'm going to leave the bunnies off because it's so big. There's no place to put it now. So we have a what? A collage. Can you say that? Collage. A collage. If you would like to make a collage at your house, I think that would be kind of neat. And if you make one, why don't you send it to me? Send it to me, and we can put it on our picture board if you send it to Romper Room and Friends, Post Office Box 9, Secaucus, New Jersey, 07094. But don't do it right now. You can do it later and send it to me, because when we come back to Romper Room, Doobie's going to be here, and we're going to play Follow the Leader. See you in a bit.
Romper Room Friends will return after these messages.
Those workmen just said they're expecting a whole truckload of Trix, the fruity-tasting cereal that's a delicious part of a nutritious breakfast. A whole truckload of fruit tastes I like. Luscious lemony lemon, outrageous orangey orange. Whee!
They're here!
They're here!
Okay, Charlie, lower the bricks!
Trix! I thought he said Trix.
Silly rabbit. Tricks are for kids.
Oh.
On the farm, we grow a food that's everything you need to eat. It's a fruit, a veg, a bread, a milk, a cheese, a bean, a meat. Hi, I'm Farmer Brown.
I'm Dusty Goose.
Singing about all the food you need to keep you healthy.
Fruits and vegetables.
They help you grow.
Carrots, tomatoes, and green beans, and peas, and spinach, and...
They taste good, too. For variety and vitamins and feeling rooty toot. Eat a veg, a bread, a milk, a cheese, a bean, a meat, a fruit. Eat a variety every day.
Apples and greens and potatoes and corn and oranges and...
Yeah.
In recent years, people have become increasingly unconcerned about getting their children immunized. Diseases, long thought to be controlled, such as polio, diphtheria, and tetanus, are occurring with alarming frequency. All the years of research don't mean a thing if you don't make use of the vaccines. Contact your doctor or clinic today. This message is a public service of the American Medical Association.
We now return to Romper Room Friends.
We're back, friends, and Doobie is the leader. So So if Doobie is the leader, that means that we have to do everything that Doobie does. Do you think you can do that at your house? All right, Doobie, what do you want us to do? Doobie, that's silly. That's silly.
I can do that.
You can hop on one foot. You have to let go so I can do what Doobie does. That's it. Can you spin around? Bend over like Doobie. Uh-oh, looks like Doobie's going to go backwards. Go backwards like Doobie at your house. Down on the ground, Doobie. Oh, Doobie.
I won back for that.
Can you wiggle like... Oh, no! Hold on to your leg. Doobie's getting silly.
I can spin around doing that.
No, cover your eyes like Doobie.
Look what I can do.
Would you like to be the leader once, Eric? Doobie, would you mind letting Eric be the leader? All right, Eric. All right, Eric, let me see. What do you want us to do? Okay, hold on to your knee. Can't do that for very long, Eric. That's good. What else can we do? In a minute, as soon as Eric, as soon as Eric is finished. What else do you want us to do, Eric? Oh, all right, try that. Get down and see if you can hop. Do you know what this reminds me of? While we're down here, Doobie, do you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of Jack in the Box. What happens when you're down and I say Jack in the Box? Where do we go? Where we are. What would happen if I said Jack out of the box? What would happen if I said Jack out of the box? What would happen? What are you doing? You're not supposed to grab on to me when we're playing Jack in the Box. What if I say Jack out of the box? Oh, you have to listen. You're supposed to be out of the box.
I listened.
Did you listen, Eric? That's good. All right, Jack out of the box. Jack out of the box. Out, out, up. Read my lips. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. That's it, Jack out of the box. Jack in the box. At your house, Jack in the box. Jack in the box. Jack in the box. Jack in the box. Oh, you thought I was going to say Jack out of the box, didn't you? Jack out of the box. Jack out of the box. Jack out of the box. Jack in the box. Jack out of the box. Jack in the box. Jack out of the box. Jack in the box. Jack in the box. Jack in the box. Jack. Jack out of the box. Jack out of the box. Jack out of the box. Jack in the box. Jack out of the box. Jack in the box. Jack out of the box. Jack in the box. Jack out of the box. Jack in the box. Jack out of the box. Jack in the box. Jack out of the box. Jack in the box. Oh, Doobie, are you getting as tired as I am? Jack in the box. Well, rest. Jack in the box. Jack in the box. Jack in the box. Jack out of the box. No, I was trying to tease you to see if you listened. And you listened because you stayed down. What are you doing, Doobie? Doobie, you don't know where to be, whether you're in the box or out of the box. Why don't we stay out of the box? And we'll tell the friends at home that when we come back to Romper Room, it will be time for me to see you in the magic mirror. See you in a bit.
Romper Room friends will return after these messages.
Papa Smurf, first pictures of the new Smurf Playland.
Let's see them.
Kids can climb up the ladder and down they slide. Climb up again for another ride. Here's the Smurf sandbox to make Smurf fine.
And happy big Smurfy eyes.
Look, the Smurf Playhouse.
A nice place to visit. Knock once or twice and call out.
Who is it?
The Smurf play table is great for lunch. With Smurfsies and picnic punch.
Well, we did it again.
Now kids can have
Hello, Smurf Playland.
presenting Ronald McDonald Meets the Professor.
The professor's top secret laboratory's around here somewhere. I think we found it. Come on, the professor's waiting. Hi, Professor. Ronald, I brought you chicken McNuggets.
Professor, what are chicken McNuggets?
They're tasty chunks of boneless chicken you can dip. And speaking of dipping, you're just in time to meet my new invention.
Wow.
Hoppin' McNuggets.
I'm the Chicken McNuggets diplomatic. It dips McDonald's Chicken McNuggets into your choice of 4 sauces. Here goes. Oh, oh.
Good catch.
Thank you. Uh-oh, all gone.
What happened to the McNuggets?
He couldn't wait.
I ate them all.
Don't worry, I know where there's more.
McDonald's. Chicken McNuggets are fun.
Especially when you double dip.
Ronald and you. We now return to Romper Room Friends.
Hi, friends. I had a good time today. Did you have a good time today? Yeah. Well, we're going to have more fun tomorrow because you'll need your high steppers, and we're going to make a pencil box. So maybe you might want to ask a grown-up at your house if you could maybe get an old can that's not being used or a juice container or something, and we're going to cover that to make a pencil box. But right now, it's time for me to see you in the magic mirror. Romper bopper, stomper boo, tell me, tell me do. Magic mirror, tell me today, did all my friends have fun at play? All my friends had fun today. I see Melissa and John and Debbie, and there's Mia and Ariel and Devin, and I see Jenny Rose is having a special day today, and so is Stacy Amanda, and so is Erin Elizabeth and David Daniel. They're all having special days today, and so is Philip and Amy, and Kylene had a special day yesterday, and I see Maureen and Michelle are having special days today, and so is Heather and Katie, and Tara's having a special day, and I see Jolene and Jimmy, and there's Lisa and Mike, and I see Chris and David, and there's Tiffany and Gary and Bob, and I see Neil, and of course, friends, you know I see you, and Granny and Kimball and Up and Paddington and Zuby and I will see all of you again in Romper Room. Bye-bye, friends. See you soon.
Romper Room and Friends, featuring Molly McCluskey, is directed by John Wolfe. Portions of the preceding program were pre-recorded. Watch a man who tried
Good morning, Romper Room friends, and how are you today? Well, I'm glad to hear that. Everybody's fine at home. How's everybody here? Fine? It's going to be sunny today. I feel it in my bones. It's going to be a nice day. I just know it. We're going to have a lot of fun here today in Romper Room. We have a very special visitor here today named Rodora, and she made something very special for her mother, and she's going to make one too. And you'll also need a bouncing ball because but not to bounce though. You'll need a soft one so we can play soccer. And we're going to play with our high steppers. But first, I feel like being an animal. What kind of an animal do you feel like being? A lion? Ooh, we have some fierce friends today. We feel like being lions.
A lizard.
How about, we'll start with a lion. And what happens when the lion goes in his house? Where does the lion go? It's down in your house. Can I hear a nice, big lion roar? Oh, gee, that was loud. How about a little lion roar? That's good. How about I like the little lion roars. What happens when the lion goes out of his house? He is up, and he stretches, and he goes. What does he do when he goes in his house? Just a little one. And when the lion goes out of his house, he stretches. Oh my goodness! That was a loud one. All right, now someone wanted to be a lizard? You want to be a lizard, Eric? What happens when a lizard goes in his house? He has to slither a little bit. Don't lizards slither? So let's slither into our house. Slither into your house. You're going to slither up on the hill, Patrick. Slither into your house. And then when the lizard wants to go out of his house, he slithers out of his house. Slithers out of his house. And then he slithers back in his house, come back in his house. Back over. No, Patrick, his house isn't over there. His house is over here. He slides in the water. I don't know. Do lizards go in water? I don't think so. I think I see lizards on the grass, on the desert, or at the beach. Have you ever seen a lizard at the beach?
I did.
I have. I've seen lizards at the beach. And then, all right, now, Joseph said he wanted to be a giraffe, didn't you? Well, we'll have to stretch our long necks out when we go out of our house. Stretch your neck. Stretch your neck. Can you stretch your neck at your house? Are you a big giraffe? Very, very, very tall giraffe? Now, squint down and go in your house. Go in your house and be a little giraffe. Maybe a baby giraffe. Eat food? Eat food? Well, if you're going to eat food, the giraffe eats the leaves from the trees, so we'll have to go up and eat the leaves of the trees. And now, you know what I'd like to be? I'd like to be us again. No more animals. No more animals. Oh, are you eating the trees?
Yeah.
Oh, no. We don't have to be giraffes anymore. Come on back down. We can't eat those anyway. You can't pretend. You could pretend. Well, I guess we could pretend that we're a dinosaur, but I've got an idea. I'd like to play another pretending game. We're talking about art this week, right? Mm-hmm. Would you like to pretend that you were an artist, that you were a painter? Would you like, come on over here with me and pretend that we have, do you know what an artist uses? Say that you have, what is that, a paintbrush, and what else? What else, an easel? So we could pretend that we have an easel here. All right, let's pretend that we have a great big easel. You see this big easel we have at your house? And pretend that we have a palette. Do you know what a palette is? A palette is what an artist holds with all the different colors of paint on it. So we have a great big palette. Hold your arm out and hold your palette and your paintbrush. Now let's see, we should take a color from the palette. What color do you want to take?
Yeah.
Red? All right, we'll take red. Everybody take some red from your palette. Now let's put some red on our picture, on our baby easel. Big strokes. You put big strokes. A rainbow, that's an idea. You could make a rainbow. Now come back to the palette. Come back to the palette over here. We have to get blue. Get blue. Now pretend that the easel's right here, not on the wall, not on the sky. Pretend the easel's right here. That's it, right in front of you. That's right, the easel's right in front of you. You have blue. Now what other color do we need? Purple? All right, take some purple. Take some purple. Take some purple. Yellow. We need yellow. Take some yellow. Take some yellow. Put a big arc of yellow. Green. That's a very good idea. Dina said that we need a cup of water. All right, pretend that you put in the water. Now, if we were really painting at home, what else would we need? We would need newspaper, wouldn't we? So that we wouldn't make a mess. If you're going to paint at home, make sure that you put newspaper down and you ask a grown-up if it's all right to paint where you are. All right, we need one more color. Green. We forgot green. Let's put green on. Let's put some green.
And pink.
And black. Is there black in a rainbow? No, not in a rainbow. We could put some pink. Some pink. All right, now put your paintbrush away. Rinse your paintbrush off. Put it away. Put all the colors on top. Put the tops on your paint so they don't dry.
I'm wringing my paintbrush.
Wringing it out, cleaning it. Have to clean it well and put all of your paint away. And make sure that everything's nice and clean. Don't want to make a mess when we paint. Don't want to make a mess when we paint. Well, I told you that we had a very special friend to meet, didn't I? Why don't we all go inside together, and when we come back to Romper Room, we'll meet Rodora. Come on, let's go this way.
Romper Room friends will return after these messages. Hey, what you doing? Do my bike a safety check. Why? Because a safe bike is the first rule of bicycle safety. Why? You see, riding a bike is just as dangerous as driving a car. You have to follow the rules. Did you know that a bike rider has to signal before he turns, just like a car? He does? Yes. To turn right, hold your arm out and your hands up. To turn left, hold your arm straight out. To stop, hold your arm out and your hand down. Also, Also, at busy intersections, always get off your bike and walk it across the street. And remember, you should obey all the traffic signs and signals that you see along the road. Really? Hey, could you give my bike a safety check? Yeah, but you have to make an appointment. How about Wednesday?
Here's a junior consumer tip from your Better Business Bureau.
You know, Albert, I gotta hand it to you chipmunks. You know how to save. You put away all those acorns and walnuts just in case you need them. But if I have an extra dime or nickel, it always seems to get spent right away. Why, thanks, Calvin. Where do you keep all your acorns and walnuts anyway? Right up in my good old attic. Right down in my good old basement. Oh, it's good to save, but make sure you save in a safe place.
We now return to Romper Room Friends.
Hi, friends. We're back. And do you see this card? It says, Mom, to me, you're like a garland of sweet flowers. Isn't that a pretty card? Well, this is Redora, and she made this card, didn't you?
Yes.
When did you make this card?
December.
In December. Redora's teacher read about a contest. Very special contest in Good Housekeeping magazine, right?
Yes.
Through Kentucky Fried Chicken, and it was a contest to make a Mother's Day card for your mother. And do you know how many people entered this contest? 600,000 children, friends. 600, that's a lot, isn't it, Redora?
Yeah.
That's a lot. Did the rest of your classmates enter as well?
Yeah.
And then what happened? You sent them in to the contest, and then what happened? They write you a letter, or did they call you?
I think they called me.
They called you and said that you won. Out of 600,000 cards that were entered, Redora's card won. And we had to look at the inside. See what it says? It says, Mom, my mother is the joy of my heart because she is so pleasant and smart. She's always with me to guide and comfort. My mother and I spend lots of time together because we both love each other. So I say I'm very lucky to have a mother that's lovely. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? I will show it to you, Renee, so that you can see. There you go. Pass it around so everyone can see it. Now, how long did it take you to make this?
A couple hours.
A couple hours, that's all? I bet that was fun. And what made you think of the idea?
Because I love my mother very much.
That's so nice. That's so nice. And we all love our mothers very much, don't we?
Yeah.
And you won, as a result of this, you won a trip here to New York to see the other entries, right? That's nice. And also, do you know what else is special? May I have the card? Because Redora's card was picked, your card gets to be published, right?
Yes.
That's right. That must feel really neat to watch. Have you gone into a card store to see it yet?
No, not yet.
They're not ready yet, but soon they will be over.
They're selling it.
Redora's card is going to be sold in card shops. Over 1,000 card shops all over the country, right?
A real get to do it.
A real card. What do you think of that? Could you imagine your card being published? I think that's really neat. Well, Redora, do you think that you could help us all make a card now?
Sure.
Sure, that'd be nice. We could learn how to make a card, and even if it's not Mother's Day, we could all make a card just to tell your mother or your father or your grandmother, your grandfather, or your brothers or sisters or uncles or aunts or just your friend how special they are, right? Because they, well, I have one more question. What did you use? Did you use markers?
Yes, I used markers.
You use different markers to make all the different colors?
Yes.
Do you like all these different flowers? Where did you see so many different flowers?
Well, I just made them up.
You just made them up? They're really very pretty. Well, why don't we try? What do? We should just fold a piece of construction. You want the red construction paper?
Yeah.
Well, I'll trade with you then. Take your construction paper, a square of construction paper, and see if you can fold it in half. Make it so it's not the long way, it's the short way. You've got it right. Everybody's got it. That's right. And run your finger along the folded edge. Now, can you take it and fold it the other way? so that you have a little square. And try and match the corners. That's right, make it really flat, Eric. And try and match the corners. Can you do that? Make sure that you match the corners and fold. You can put it down on the ground, on the table, and run your finger along the edge. That's it. That's it. Now, when you have a card, it has to open, doesn't it? So make sure that the folded edge is on the left side. Sure, I can, Debbie. Here, I'll help you do it. Run your fingers. Now take the card and fold. That's it. Take the construction paper and fold it. Like that. Now make sure. Now you all know which is your left hand, right? Sure, you had it right. You had it, Joseph.
You had the magic marker.
Here, watch. Give me your hand. Take the paper, fold it over, and match the corners. That's it. And then run your finger along the edge. Now, this is the left side. So it has to open just like a book, if you were to open a book. And then you can put whatever you like on the top. Everybody, see if you can take a crayon.
Marker come out better.
And did you think you could use a marker if you'd like, Rodora? Rodora, did you write the saying inside this poem?
Yes.
You wrote this poem? Did it take you a long time to write the poem?
A little.
A little? Sure. There you go.
Nice.
And you used all different colors, didn't you?
Yes.
See the different, that's an idea what you could do, friends. You could write a line in each line in different colors, just like Rodora did. There's Mom in red, and then there's purple and green. Let's put this here. And then we can all put, would you like to put to my mom on the top? Or my mommy or mama? I'm going to put mama, because I call my mother mama. I do. M. O. M. M. Hey, mama. That's right, Mom. And that's a good idea, Patrick. You could put flowers. You could put flowers. I think I'll put a, let's see, a flower on mine. That's it, Rodora. You put your flowers. And then you can write just about anything inside, can't you? What were some of the other things that some of your other friends wrote?
I don't know how to write names.
Did they draw flowers too, or pictures, or?
Yeah, they did, like they compared their mother to something.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's neat. Here, I got an idea here. You could also draw, is this your mother?
Yes.
And this is you. You could draw the picture of you and your mother on your card. Well, thank you so much for coming to Romper Room, Rodora, and congratulations on winning. I think that's really super. Would you all like to say thank you to Rodora?
Thank you.
And thank you for helping us to make a card. And, you know, I wonder if our friend Paddington Bear has ever made a card. He might make a card for his Aunt Lucy. Do you think he might? Well, I'm going to go see Paddington Bear. You all stay here because we're going to find out whether Paddington Bear is going to talk about his Aunt Lucy today. I don't think so. I think Paddington Bear is going shopping. Then we find out what's going to happen to Paddington Bear.
Hello, Romper Room friends. I am Paddington Bear. I have a great story to tell you, and it's all about me. Paddington had never been shopping in London before, especially at a store like Barkridge's. Equally, Barkridge's had never had a customer quite like Paddington, especially in the gentleman's outfitting department. "We would like some bear's pajamas, please," said Mrs. Brown. "Bear's pajamas," repeated the assistant. "Has Madam tried something in government surplus?" "Indeed not," said Mrs. Brown. "I've never heard anything like it. Have you, Paddington?" "Never," said Paddington hotly. And he gave the man one of his special hard stares. "Yes, sir," said the assistant. "At once, sir." "He's been sleeping in his duffel coat," explained Mrs. Brown, "and we don't want that." "We certainly don't," agreed the assistant. "Would the young gentleman care for something in stripes? They're all the rage just now. I'd sooner have something in spots, said Paddington. If I had a pair like these, I don't think I would ever get lost, not even if I fell out of bed by mistake. You can say that again, murmured Judy. The changing rooms are on the right, called the assistant. Don't go wrong. I do hope they fit, said Mrs. Brown. He'll be most disappointed if they don't. So shall we all, madam, said the assistant. So far, Pajama Week at Barclage's had been a disaster. In fact, Paddington was the first customer they'd had for days. But if Barclage's were unhappy about their pajamas, Paddington was even more upset by the state of their changing rooms. As far as he could make out, most of the doors were locked. And when he did find one which opened, he practically had to force his way through. On the other hand, once inside, it was all very different. It was more like the inside of a house, and he was most impressed.
Friends will return after these messages. What T's are for by Kieran Ann Johnson. T's are for holding the bubble from the inside. T's are for smiling. T's are for eating the right food with. T's are for whistling through. T's are for brushing properly. T's are for squirting water through. Teeth are for taking to the dentist when you're about 3 years old. Teeth are for being through when you want to tell your friends where you're hiding. Teeth are for keeping all your life.
A message from the American Dental Association.
Here's Woods the Owl. Do you know a dirty bird? You see one every day. To him, pollution is a word he reads and throws away. The dirty bird is in the street and in the mountains, too. He's in the forest on the beach. Could be he looks like you. So look around and pass the word to everyone you know. And never be a dirty bird, no matter where you go.
We now return to Romper Room Friends.
We're back, friends. And do you have a soccer ball at your house? Or maybe a softball? Or maybe a rolled-up sock? If you do, why don't you get it and don't use your hands? Use your feet. Because you have to use your feet when you play soccer. Can you see if you can kick your soccer ball just a little bit ahead of you?
He kicked my ball.
Oh, that was very nice of you to give it back. Well, do you know what? When you really play soccer, you pass the soccer ball to another player, and the other player kicks it. And that's called a pass. Now, try and kick it just a little bit in front of you so that you can keep control of the ball. Do you know what it means to have control of the ball? It means that you keep it close to you, see? Now, Patrick, if we'd been really playing soccer and I was on another team, I would have taken that ball from you. That would be called a steal. I would have stolen the ball. So you have to try and keep it just in front of you a little bit so that you can reach out and grab it if you need to, and then pull it back to you. Oh, and don't use your hands. Don't use your hands. You can't use your hands in soccer. Use your feet. That's it, Patrick. You've got the idea. But try and keep it in here. There you go, Renee. That's it. Just kick it a little bit ahead of you. I'll pass it back to you, Eric. Oh, went past you. If you need to, you can reach out, touch the top of the soccer ball just a little bit, and that will stop it. Then pull your foot towards you.
My foot was too much. Got it.
Oh. That's it, Dina. Now stop it. There you go. See if you can bring it back towards me. Do you know what that's called? This is called dribbling. You know how to dribble in basketball, don't you? But in soccer, you dribble with your feet just by kicking a little bit. You can run and kick the ball in front of you just a little bit, and if it gets too far ahead of you, you reach out and stop it. What did it do? That's because you hit it against the wall. That's right. Oh, don't use your hands. No, no, no. Can't use your hands in soccer unless you're the goalie. If you're the goalie, which is the person who guards the goal, then you can use your hands. Keep using your feet, Patrick. That's it. You going to be the goalie? All right, well, then you can hold on to it, but then you know what you have to do if you're the goalie. You have to throw it back out to the other players so they can use their feet. You all want to be the goalies? Well, then you have to throw it out to one of the other players so I can use my feet.
I want to be a goalie.
Oh, I use my hand. That's not allowed.
I want to be a goalie.
You want to be a goalie? All right, why don't you all be goalies? Pick up your soccer balls, and we'll put them away. You can put them in the goal. All right?
The goalies do.
That's it. Put it in there. Well, the goalies don't put it in the goal. The goalies keep the other players from putting the ball in the goal. Here you go, Patrick. Let me have it, please. Thank you. That's it. Now, it goes right in there. Now, watch your fingers, everybody. Keep your fingers away. There. We put it away. Over here, Debbie. Over here. Come on over here to the desk. Can everyone take a seat? We're going to make another. Well, why don't you let Renee sit there this time since you sat there last time? It's so nice to share. Thank you for sharing. It's very nice to share. Now, since this is Art Week, I've got another project to show you. You had a little trouble there, Pat. There you go. Is it better? Now, everybody, see if you can put your hands down in your lap so I can show the friends at home, and then I will show you. Debbie, can you sit down a little bit, please? Thank you. Does anyone know what this is? What kind of bar? It's a pencil holder. It's a pencil holder. Can anybody have any idea what this might have been made out of?
A can.
Could be made out of a can or a container from juice that had juice in it, or lemonade, or any kind of or that's a good idea, Dean. Maybe bread crumbs.
I'm thirsty.
Are you thirsty? Well, why don't, after we make this, I will make sure that you can get a drink. So good deal. All right, but why don't I show... All right, well, I'll make sure that you get a drink after we finish this. Is that a fair deal? A fair deal.
I'm also.
All right, Renee, no problem. Now, can anyone tell me what's on the outside of the container?
Doobies and flowers.
Doobies and flowers. But what's on the outside of this one?
Nothing.
Construction paper. What you need to do is you need to cut a piece of construction paper. And what you can do is you can take your can and lay it on the side of the construction paper with the edge of the can at one end and the other edge of the can. Take one of the pencils and draw a line. And then you will know where to cut a straight line on your construction paper. And you cut a straight line all the way across, and you'll have a strip like this. Now, what kind of scissors do you use when you're cutting your construction? Why do we use safety scissors?
Because they're not pointy.
That's right, so you don't cut yourself. That's right, because you won't cut yourself. Then you take some glue, and you put some glue on the edge of the construction paper. On the end of the construction paper, and then you put that on the can. Now, I already put some on, but I'll show you how to put this other one on. Roll the construction paper around until you see the other edge, and then at the other edge, put some more glue on the edge, and then roll it so it's tight, and it'll stick. And you may get a little bit of glue on the edge, but you can just rub that right off. And besides, when the glue dries, it dries clear anyway, doesn't it? Then you can take a magic marker or crayons or a sticker and do whatever you want. You could put a flower. I like flowers.
Could we do something like this?
Sure you could. Of course you could. Of course you could. You could draw a flower. Or you could put your name on it. However put your name on it, Eric?
No, my name on it.
I'll put E-R-I-C. Is that right? So we put E.
I like
R-I-C. There you go. You can put anything you like.